Hey, what's good everyone? This is Enemy Stand User. Chapter 180 of Jujutsu Kaisen was incredible, and we see a climax between a fight between Ishigoori Ryu and Akotsu Yuta in an epic battle. In this chapter, Ryu really is spotlighted and proving that he is an experienced fighter in his own right and more than ready for his feast with Akotsu. Ryu is an awesome character in his battle, and his battle drive, his tenacity really shows throughout these panels. But let's get right into this amazing chapter of part 7 in the Sendai Miyagi colony. Alright, so starting off the chapter, we get a nice look at Rika and a side note of her love even surpassing the afterlife and staying with Yuta by his side. I think her flower crown is a bit of a reference to her being the queen of curses, and that's really cool to see Gege added that and just how that art piece is. But in the actual battle with Yuta and Ryu, the battle kicks off immediately with both sorcerers having a sort of clash of cursed energy output shots as they accumulate cursed energy. Yuta is revealed only to have this ability when the Rika is out, and his blast is still ultimately weaker than Ryu's output. This is very reminiscent to the JJK0 cursed energy clash. However, in that situation, Yuta was surpassing the limits of his own cursed energy, but now here Yuta should take advantage of his output and shoot Ryu before Ryu gets his full power up. However, because Yuta sees that desire in Ryu and this sort of peer pressure for battle, they both sort of enter this contest of strength against their own power. So for the first time, we actually see Yuta sort of like entertain Ryu's challenge, and it's also quickly revealed that Ryu is around 400 years old, so he's been waiting all this time, and he's an ancient sorcerer in contrast to his character design and his overall attitude. They now enter a clash of cursed energy blasts, with Yuta narrowly able to defend using his output. This is extremely pleasing to Ryu as they can continue their battle, but Yuta promptly starts another plan as Rika blasts and Yuta goes in for another attack. Ryu is prepared though, as he defends Rika's blast and is about to hit Yuta with a point blank Grenada blast shot. But what he cannot prepare for is Yuta's technique coming back in action as he uses Oro Takako's power to redirect his shot upwards. This exchange makes Ryu's mind race as he thinks back to what his power is and what type of conditions or drawbacks that it could have, but it's too late and Yuta hits him with Oro's signature thin ice missile, devastating Ryu. And on top of that, Rika comes in to get one last little lick in as she punches Ryu hard in the head. This is it though, as Rika's timeout is only temporary and the 5 minutes are up. Ryu takes advantage of this opportunity even though he's heavily hurt. He punches Rika right back, and Rika has now reached her limit, and now it's a final stand between Yuta and Ryu in an amazing hand-to-hand sorcerer duel. As Ryu said, this is really what he wanted. This is what it's like. This is dessert. And Akotsu though, he has a hidden hand from earlier as he grips and holds Ichigoori in a certain spot, allowing Ryu's deflected beam from earlier to decimate and incinerate him from above in a decisive move. Yuta actually kept this move in mind to use it in battle against Ryu. And this is it. The chapter ends with both opponents satisfied, Ishigoori saying, "Thanks, I'm full now." And the endnote reading, "Finish the meal with no regrets." So this was a short but exquisite chapter. I love how Yuta was like subtly trying to have his own fun and control over the fight and actually entertaining Ryu's crazy interest. Even in the end, he smiled when he defeated him, and Yuta got clipped by his own attack. His hands got burned, and both opponents came out of that battle in a sense that they enjoyed the meal and were satisfied with their fight. It's crazy how Gege implemented that. But from earlier, I actually think when Ryu was trying to think of like drawbacks to Yuta's curse technique, I personally feel that that drawback is the 5-minute rule for Rika being out, and he's only manifesting the mimicry ability for the amount of time that Rika is out. So that's my thought though it could be a different case, but Yuta is really strong regardless. I'm pretty sure this is like a conclusion to the fight, but the next chapter preview was finishing the meal with no regrets for chapter 181, so I'm not too certain how done we'll be with this colony just yet, or what fate is in for our three rivals in the colony, Ishigoori, Uro, and Kurorushi. All of them seem very exhausted and drained and heavily injured, so things could wrap up pretty soon here in this colony. And Ryu, if he's dead or in his deathbed on any capacity, he's thanking Yuta in the end, so there's not really any sort of regret at all. But in this short amount of time, I've come to like these characters a lot. It really shows how strong each of them are, as they even gave Yuta and Rika a bit of trouble. But we'll just have to wait and see just how things wrap up, and if what their fates are. Is everyone going to die? Will some people live? Will some people be allies? Is someone else going to step in? I don't know. Gege could do a lot of things here, and there also will be a break next week. So yeah, overall super cool chapter. Gege really can never miss in quality at all, and I'm very excited to see just how this whole colony concludes and plays out. But I'm even more excited to see what's next, as we could see some character flashbacks. We could get to see Hakari and Hajime's situation, or see Fushiguro and the Angel situation. All very exciting stuff. And also, this is a little bit unrelated, but did you also know that Uro's design is actually commented on by Gege Akutami? It's a really small note, but I found his comment to be really funny. But that's about it for my review for this chapter. Gege really is progressing the calling games super nicely, and it would be nice to go back and like reread the whole calling game arc in like one sitting. I bet that would be really cool. But this has been Enemy Stand User, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.